talk to me about like you intentionally chose not to file bankruptcy
Yes.
during the financial collapse throughout 06, 07, 08.
Yes.
Why did you do that when a lot of other people chose to? Why did you take the harder path?
Why someone claims bankruptcy or doesn't, that's a personal decision. I'm gonna, like, I can't, from my standpoint, I didn't do for a few reasons. Number one, I might be rough around the edges, but I'm a man of my word. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I owe the people money. And I tried to work out with all the banks that I possibly can. Yeah.
So talk to me about the steps, because you had to rebuild your life twice.
Yeah.
The third time you've done it now successfully, you've been in Alaska, and you had to do it late, like you in your 50s when that crash happened. What steps did you take out to rebuild after losing everything? How did you bounce back? What was enabled you to do that?
It wasn't steps, it's desperation. It was a choice I have. It's desperation.
Burn the boats. Just
I mean, the boat was burned. I mean, listen, what I knew how to do one thing. I knew how to build houses. I was in the construction business my whole life. I've been building houses since I was 25 years old. That's all I knew. I'll never forget this one attorney coming to me. My deepest depression. Didn't know what to do. He looked at me and said, "Look, Rick, you're a good builder. Okay. They don't need your talents today. But wait a few years. They're gonna need your talents again. They just don't need them today. So keep your head up, because you will need your talents in a few years." And at the time, he's telling me this, and I think he's just blowing smoke up my ass. but it's true. They didn't need my talents then. But when I found the market in 2010 in Birmingham, I had people, when I first started in 2010 building, "You're crazy. Merlini, what are you doing? You're nuts. You're crazy. Building specs." No, man. I'm selling brand new homes for the same price that you're buying a repo for. And by the way, I didn't tell them I'm making $130,000 a house. What are you gonna do? But they caught on. And eventually, after a while, they started catching it.
So if you could go back and give advice to your younger self, what would you tell yourself when you were 19 to 25, starting out all over again? What counsel would you give to your younger self and to enable you to produce at a higher level, grow faster, overcome obstacles, maybe skip over some of the hard lessons you had to learn?
I've been better at building relationships.
So build relationships.
Okay. One of the things I did at one point in time, when I was starting to get really successful, I became attached to one guy. And me and him partnered up on everything. He had other partnerships. I didn't have any partnership. My only partnership was him. If I had done anything, I would have had other partnerships too. I did, I wouldn't have been so loyal. I'm not saying loyal. Loyal is not the right word. I wouldn't have had all my eggs in one basket. I would have built a bigger tribe.
So you do believe that partnerships can be beneficial to building businesses as opposed to everyone trying to run solo?
It's horsepower.
It's all horsepower.
Two guys can do more than one guy. I had one skill set. My partners had a different skill set. But combined, we're stronger.
It sounds like your mindset was a key factor in success and rebuilding 3 times over. How does someone develop the mindset that you have to overcome adversity and to do that? And then what advice do you have for the young entrepreneur or someone that's looking to get into the construction business? There are 2 questions there. First is mindset, seconds to the, how does someone develop that mindset?
Okay. Determination. Okay, so let's talk about strictly any business. You want to be successful at something, you have to be determined to be successful. You got to want it. You have to be determined to do it. Only way you're going to become successful. Okay, to become great at anything, you have to worry about the detail. The most successful guys I know are detail oriented. They're detailed. They don't just say, "Yeah, do it to get by." That's good enough. They would never say. Most successful guys don't say that's good enough. Make it right. Do it right. Okay, and like I said, again, the most successful guys I know are detail oriented. And look, you can't turn being detail oriented on and off. You got to do it in the morning, the way you dress, the way you present yourself, the way you go to work. Okay. The other thing is determination. You know, we all fail. So, okay, good. You made a bad decision. I used to tell my guys, look, a bad plan is better than no plan. The reason being is I can adjust a bad plan. Okay, I tried this, didn't work, adjust it. Okay, this didn't work, adjust it. No plan, can't adjust shit. There's nothing to adjust. You don't have a plan. So, create a plan. If you fail, that's all right. Change it. Change it till it keeps working.